3/8 here, 1/4 inch on this side, looks like, and that gives me something close. That's 1/2 inch and along 5/8, and I think that'll be okay. I don't think anybody's going to trip over that as they're going up and down. I'm just going to have to be careful of that coming up the stair. Most people don't put their toes right to the end anyways as they're coming up. Yeah. No different than hitting the bottom of each step, right? And you got the same overlap. So I think that's going to be fine. All right, so now that I know where that is, I can pull that back up and then I can pull all these tiles back, mark them as I go, and they went in pretty nice. I could mark a couple of them if I got questions on them, put some masking tape on the back side, and rewrite them, because I wrote it with pencil before and I thought, oh, I'll be able to read it. And lots of these, the marks I could hardly read. Okay, but anywho, that's how that's going to work. Now to get this off, right? Works. And then I can pull my tiles up and start restacking them. And I'll just do it nice and slow. Not going to hurt my back or anything. I'll get this whole area re-swept up. Give me a chance to sweep this up. There's a lot of dirt down here. I'm going to sweep all this stuff up and get ready to put these tiles back down in here, and know that they're going to fit. My flashing's going to fit now. I know that I can patch this fully over here. And I also noticed on this tile here, it's fitting up nice, pretty tight up against the wall here. There's not much room, and I'm going to have to do some roofing inside corner down in there, and so I'm going to remember to keep that nice and tight. Okay, and so now I know I can put this flashing on and get all that ready. I can seal up all my edges. See, before, when they put their flashing on initially, they didn't even put silicone or caulking in there, nothing. And that was a chance where it could leak right down in there. Same thing on that other side. See there, they didn't do anything there, did they? And so that's going to give me a chance to caulk those really super good. I'm also going to caulk down in that edge really good. I'm going to do the same thing down in over here. And so, you know, hey, I've still got my hands full with this project once I pull these tiles back up, but at least I'll know that everything's going to fit when I'm done. Now, under normal circumstances, would I have relayed all these tiles to do that? Well, yeah, probably, because I don't do tiles very much, if at all. So everything needed to fit. It was all existing tiles that came out. But mind you, this floor was caving in and everything was all cattywampus, and I wasn't quite sure exactly how things were lining up and where the flashing would have to go back and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, if this was a brand new project, of course I would not have done all this different stuff. I would have snapped a chalk line or done a straight line and went from there and started cutting tiles, whatever I had to do to line things up. If this wall was not square, if the columns were not square, I would do whatever I had to do. But because this was all existing tiles, I wanted to reuse everything the way it was. Okay? No sense for me to have to go to the store and get more tiles or something because one tile wasn't fitting or anything like that. Plus, I wouldn't even know where to get these tiles. You know, sometimes you've got to try to save the stuff you're pulling out, and that's what I'm doing. Now here's the other reason. Remember I had the two tiles here I marked with the pencil? I got that one. And see, that one's marked with the pencil too. The other reason why I did that is because this dye lot color on these pavers is slightly different than these out here. You probably didn't even notice, did you? But see, they're slightly different. And so when you start taking existing things out, you want to put them back, always have kind of a plan, because they had to order those tiles from somewhere else, or maybe they got them and it was a different palette, a different lot number, and the color is just ever so slightly off. Okay, so that was the other thing. And on these tiles, I just wedge them up. Got my plywood, this, my heavy putty knife. Try to get it in there somewhere, maybe right there. Only have to go a little bit, then I can lift that up, get this under there, lift it some more. My screwdriver under there if I want, like that. Grab a bigger bite on there. I can take my plywood piece, slide it under there. Voila. Lift that sucker up. Boy, at the end of the day, these feel that much heavier. There's no way I'm gonna try to lift these. And I try to try not to put too much pressure on the end, on the edge of one of those. I can go like that, and I can tilt it all the way up, put it on the cardboard, tilt it, swivel it onto the cardboard. There. Now you're in my way. Oh. Now you're in my way. Okay. Now I can get it. If I had more cardboard, I'd put it on this too, but just be careful, you know. Whew. Making slightly too much with it. Not enough angle there. That's better. I don't want to stack too many of these on any one area of this floor, because those are heavy. You can see all the weight on the floor as it is. All those tiles, they're close to 100 pounds each. Okay, so in this area I've already got, there's 4 tiles, there's 400, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 pounds right here. But the floor joists are TJIs, and they're coming across here every 16 inches. And so I don't want to put a whole pile here of 10 of them, let's say. You've got all that load on one TJI. You're likely to crack that, break it, do something like that. So I'm splitting them. Even 3 is a lot. So I thought, I'm gonna go 2 here, and I've got 6 more kind of full tiles. So I'm gonna do 3 there, and I'm actually gonna put 3 over here, and then I'll put those cut pieces. Those are still heavy. Those are probably 75 pounds each. I'm gonna put those 3 up over here. Stack them out accordingly. You know, I probably should only have 2 tiles in every location. So maybe I should take that 3rd tile and move it over here. So I've got 2, 2, and 2. And then I can put a few here. And I can move this chair and lean some up against there. Maybe 2 different rows, because I've got at least 6 more full tiles. So 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. There's 6. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I've got these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one could be 6, or that could be 6. Okay, so I'll do something like that. Those 3 will get stacked over there, and I'll have everything all spread out, because all these floor joists go across this way. Boom, 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 boom. And so now there's not much weight on every individual floor joist. Plus there's 3/4 inch plywood underneath here. That takes the weight. That spans it from one joist to the next, to the next, to the next. So I'm going to be fine. I mean, I had 3 stacked up here before, 3 there, 3 there. I might have even had 4 right there, and I think I had a couple there. That was almost too much weight. I was always like, oh, I hope I don't come out here and see that the floor caved in. Okay, so think about stuff like that, especially when you're stacking heavy tiles like these pavers.